Welcome to the Stateless Standard, where we thrust the golden torch into the veiled corridors of power, exposing the machinations that bind nations and minds alike. Today we confront a doctrine as old as empires, yet as modern as encrypted app. Infiltration as the cardinal function of the Zionist movement. Not the fevered whispers of conspiracy theorists, but a self-proclaimed strategy etched into Congresses, laws, and lifetimes. From the ashes of 1948's Nakba to the digital battlefields of today, Zionism has woven itself into the fabric of societies worldwide, not through conquest alone, but through quiet, relentless permeation. Is this masterful statecraft, or the cynical calculus of a movement that demands dual loyalties in a world of sovereign pretenses? We shall dissect it with the unflinching gaze, and perhaps a dash of disdain it deserves. To grasp this, we must first name the beast. The Zionist movement, that coordinated engine of settler colonial ambition. Even its own chroniclers, from hardline revisionists to reluctant socialists, concede it operated as a singular force before 1948, orchestrating the Nakba, the systematic ethnic cleansing and displacement of over 750,000 Palestinians to birth the State of Israel. Victory in hand, whispers of dissolution echoed. Why persist when the prize was won? Yet at the 24th World Zionist Congress in Jerusalem, on September 24, 1951, delegates voted 286-0, 438 abstaining, mind you, a testament to enthusiastic consensus or tactical silence to endure. Objectives realigned: strengthen Israel as a sovereign entity, foster the ingathering of exiles to Eretz Yisrael, cultivate unbreakable Jewish unity the world over. David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, thundered at the August opening. This was no mere epilogue to conquest, but a perpetual mandate. Enter the Jerusalem program, adopted that year and refined in 1968 and 2004, a blueprint for global Zionism. It enshrines the centrality of Israel and Jerusalem, Mass Aliyah, or immigration as settlement, bolstering the Jewish, democratic, and Zionist character of the state. Hebrew and Zionist education as sacraments, defense of Jewish rights against anti-Semitism, and crucially, the settling of the land as the practical core of the creed. The Knesset formalized this in 1952 with the World Zionist Organization Jewish Agency Status Law, tasking the WZO with land grabs, immigrant absorption, and harmonizing Jewish institutions under Tel Aviv's baton. All Jews, it declares, must cooperate. Cynical observation. In a world preaching self-determination, here's a law demanding fealty from millions scattered across borders. A global conscription disguised as heritage. But Zionism's genius, or its guile, lies not in decrees, but in duties. The 1972 codification, ratified at the 1978 Congress, spells out the individual Zionist obligations, drawn straight from Jerusalem's gospel. First, make Aliyah, become a settler in the contested land. Second, enlist in local Zionist federations. Third, evangelize the ideology. Fourth, and here the infiltration sharpens, ensure your progeny are steeped in Zionist, Hebrew, and Jewish indoctrination, forging loyalty to Israel from the cradle. Fifth, tithe to the cause via Keren Hayesod or the Jewish National Fund, fueling economic consolidation and territorial creep. All but the physical relocation demand embedding. Infuse your host community, your schools, your workplaces with the unyielding priority of Israel's survival. Consider the 1961 Jewish Chronicle dispatch from a Glasgow Zionist conclave, where Professor Ernst Simon implored, educate the parents, erect Jewish kindergartens, forge day schools to spark a Jewish resurgence in the young, lest they drift from the fold. The result? Scotland's inaugural Jewish primary, Calderwood Lodge, birthed by the British Zionist Federation in 1962. Even after local authorities assumed control in 1982, the Zionist imprint endures. Collaborations with the United Jewish Israel Appeal, Maccabi Youth Squads, Mitzvah Day rituals, the Scottish Jewish Youth Alliance. They mark Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day, a celebration of Nakba for Palestinians, and Yom Yerushalayim, toasting the 1967 seizure of East Jerusalem. UGA, the UK arm of Keren Hayesod, launches its Siege from age 4, 9 primary school programs ensnaring thousands. Its 2018-19 manifesto vowing a strong British Jewry with a lifelong commitment to Israel. The metrics? Stark. Pew's 2021 U.S. survey, 80% of American Jews deem caring for Israel essential or important. 60% feel emotional tether. In the UK, 2024's JPR poll, 73% attached, 63% self-identify as Zionist, a dip from 72%, perhaps the genocide's live stream effect. The Campaign Against Anti-Semitism's 2023 tally, 97% connected, 80% Zionist. Among the young, a rebellious 57% in their 20s still claim the label post-October 2023 horrors. Jews comprise 0.4% of the UK, 2.4% of the US, a minuscule vanguard yet leveraged into outsized sway. Pat Buchanan quipped it best, for some, dual loyalty would be an improvement. Educational note, this isn't organic affinity, it's engineered fealty, a movement that grooms generations to prioritize a foreign ethno-state over their birthrights. How quaintly feudal. This lifelong vow to a genocidal creed manifests in 6 insidious streams of infiltration, a deliberate diaspora of devotion, each a thread in the web. First, direct service to the entity. From the Ofer clan's sanctions-busting arms runs for Mossad in Iran, to Jeffrey Epstein's Compromat Bazaar, to Robert Maxwell's Sayanim whispers, those civilian auxiliaries sworn to Israeli intelligence. Thousands labor under the Ministry of Diaspora Affairs and Strategic Affairs. Propaganda mills, lobbying legions, troll farms, doxing squads, lawfare mercenaries. The Combat Anti-Semitism movement, with 1,000 operatives, syncs with the ministry's Voices of Israel, turning outrage into ordinance. Second, tech startups as Trojan horses. Unit 8200, Israel's cyber signal intelligence elite, alchemizes veterans into unicorns. Celebrite's phone-cracking tools, NICE's surveillance suites, Toka's city hacking kits, NSO's Pegasus spyware. 28 firms balloon to $28 billion valuation. Their alumni infest Google, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, even TikTok. Backdoors in your pocket, courtesy of the occupation's codebreakers. Cynicism alert. Innovation or infiltration with venture capital polish. Third, emissaries of the project. Shlichim, these living bridges dispatched by the Jewish Agency to burrow into schools, synagogues, campuses. The Union of Jewish Students hosted 2 in 2021 alone. An ambassador's diary chronicles 2024 breakfasts feeding their return. World Mizrahi shipped 300 last year. Chabad's 40,900 emissary families helm 3,500 outposts in 100 countries. Not missionaries of faith, but multipliers of mandate. Fourth, family networks of philanthropy. The Adelsons pour millions into U.S. candidates, Sheldon declaring, "I'm a one-issue person. That issue is Israel." The Lewis and Wolfson clans bankroll UK's occupation enablers. Their funds seed Islamophobia factories like Policy Exchange and the Henry Jackson Society. From nurseries to Birthright tours, that free vacation luring 700,000 young Jews since 1999, it's cradle-to-college conditioning. Fifth and sixth converge in the defense of Zionism across the lifespan. Daily subversion in media, politics, business. No handler required, just ideological autopilot. Zionist tendrils coil through UK civil service, universities, press, law firms, finance houses. When the call comes, a UN vote, a campus protest, the network activates. Not as spies, but as sleepers stirred by scripture. Can we trust Zionists then? The article poses it bluntly, no. Zionism at its core is racist, a creed of chosen exceptionalism that infiltrates even the left, Palestine solidarity, anti-war bastions, diluting anti-racism with alibis. The left, it urges, must purge with maximalist anti-Zionism, material boycott, unyielding critique. Today, infiltration endures in triplicate. Traditional spycraft, moles in ministries, Unit 8200's tech tendrils, emissary embeds from mainstream agencies to Chabad's quiet conquests, and the mass recruitment of all Jews via institutional grooming, their social capital, overrepresentation in elites, amplifying the assault. It explains Zionism's uncanny entrenchment in the West. Not accident, but architecture. To defeat it, know it, its congresses, its codices, its ceaseless creep. Skeptical coda, for all its formal grandeur, Zionism's infiltration is empire rebranded as Exodus, profound in its persistence, profane in its priorities. It preaches unity while sowing division, unity for one at the expense of all. A hierarchy of the heart demanding treason as tradition. Illuminating, undeniably. Alarming, utterly, the choice, complicity, or clarity. That's our shadowy survey of Zionism's infiltrative imperative, a movement that turns diaspora into dagger. If this dispatch armed your dissent, subscribe to the Stateless Standard for more unsparing scrutiny. Comment below, infiltration or inevitability? Like, share, and return as we torch another tangle of tyranny. Until then, question allegiances. Stay sovereign, stay stateless.